Here are RBG's 24 commandments of a black revolutionary. 1. Study oriented. Reads, evaluates and debates books, newspapers, magazines, scholarly journals. Accepts the challenge of education. 2. Worker. Looks for ways in which to actively work for self. May hold a job outside in order to sustain family and self. Self-reliant. 3. Organized and systematic. Efficient and diligent. 4. Progressively collective. Conscious of others. Cooperative. 5. Family-oriented. Regards mate as partner in struggle. Loves children. Values trust in relationships. 6. Land conscious. Realizes that the only thing that nobody is making any more of is land. 7. Disciplined, strong, unyielding, energetic. 8. Serious, practices fair play, order, punctuality, honest, dependable. 9. Analytical and critical. 10. Frugal, buys mainly only on needs basis. Saves. 11. Social life is developmental and involves children. 12. Creatively aggressive, will dare the impossible if possible. 13. Respects elders. 14. Dislikes incompetence and mediocrity. 15. Fights against black-on-black crime and understands that the root is white-on-black crime. 16. Loves black art, music, and literature. 17. Can give and follow instructions. Encourages experimentation and criticism. 18. Committed to black liberation, local, national, and international. 19. Does not use drugs. 20. Politically active, not crisis-oriented, acts on information rather than reacts, plans ahead for the long term, alert, prepared for change, self-confident, respects others regardless of race. 22. Understands the economic forces that control our lives on a local, national, and international level. 23. Rational in decisions and actions. 24. Rewards merit and achievement. These were excerpts from Dr. Hafi Madabuti's Black Man, Obsolete, Single, and Dangerous, that was published in 1991 by Third World Press.
It's still Guru and Permit. And there's always a message involved.
Good job, Snapu 2 up on Black Power family. What up? It's your brother in Google, now you see RA&M. Once again, you tune in to RA&M, RBG TV. By now, I think you know we keep it G. Raw and uncut common sense for the common people dealing with the common issues. Trying to seek those common solutions. You understand? All in together now, family, say it with me, loud and proud. What's the method, what's the motto, the madness, the mantra, the motivation? It's black love, because black love is the cure for our black nation. So let's get it. Today, well, first and foremost, you already know, still top of the year, Happy New Year and all that good stuff, you know what I mean? January, today's what, the 3rd or something like that, 3rd or 4th, doesn't matter, still top of the year. And I feel it's necessary that we, quote unquote, start fresh. Bring it back to basics, if you will. You know what I mean? Bring it back to basics, if you will. Slow down. Analyze that what's taking place in 2015. Look at it, study it. The ins and outs, the goods and bads. And then dust off the superficial stuff, you know what I'm saying? Get the superficial stuff off the plate and look at the foundation. Look at the core principle, if you will, of what we're supposed to be doing when we banging this, what we call this RBG. Now, my aim today, nonetheless, is to go over a few things in my street packet that I got right here that I always take out in the streets with me, and I, hand it out to the family. You know what I mean? R&M street packet, and it consists of the RBG pledge, aka the pledge of the UNIA, by none other than Marcus Messiah Garvey, sitting right over my shoulder. Right? If you don't know your history about the UNIA ACL, you slipping. Need to do it. You know what I mean? And that is as follows. These are Mr. Garvey's own personal words that he wrote down for us back when he was, giving us our Constitution. I commit my mind, my body, and spirit to the protection, defense, and security of the red, black, and green. I dedicate my life to the redemption of Mother Africa and the liberation of her scattered black children. I accept for myself and my descendants the teachings of universal African nationalism and the promise that our children will be instilled with the purpose and knowledge of themselves, of the African people, in order that our cause for our struggle shall neither falter nor fail until all black people are free under one God, one aim, and one destiny. Black power.
And he ain't have to worry about money, cause that's in time.
Now, also within my street packet, right, there's another document that I got from a good brother by the name of RBG Street Scholar. Pick up a black power to yourself, brother. Keep putting in that work. And this document right here is the 12 frequently unanswered questions to ask an African. For example, who am I? Why am I here? Where am I? Why do I think the way I do? Could I think differently? Why am I feeling the way I feel? What will happen if I ignore this feeling? Is there another way to interpret the world and my situation in it? What part do and did I play in my situation? Why do I expect my circumstances to change if I continue doing the same thing the same way? Is this way of living my last resort, or is there a plan A? Do I have a plan B? Should my plan B be my plan A? These are just questions to ask yourself and ask others to challenge each other nonetheless, because you already know steel sharpens steel, and we all a reflection of each other. These are questions that you ask one another, whatever, that basically starts that whole process rolling, the questioning process. And you already know, family, questioning, there's nothing wrong with it. We're taught to believe all day, every day, but now we're in the process and in the action and movement of knowing, learning, studying, and applying. So this is a good way to challenge each other, challenge yourself. You know what I mean? See what answers you get. Write them down. Study them. Then move on forward from that point on. You understand? He also goes in a little bit step further as far as dealing with the original traditional African communal family worldview versus the European worldview. Now, basically, for example, we, ours, us, cooperative, collective, and spiritual, man and woman, man in harmony with nature, peace and harmony, not violence and greed. These are African principles. Or should I say new African principles, because this stuff is foreign to us right now, so we have to reinstitute it all over again. So it's foreign, this is new. This is for the new African, if you will. And things like not I, me, mine, not competitive, competitive, individualism, material primacy, man versus woman, man versus nature, violence and greed, etc., etc. These are European traits. One going against the other instead of one plus the other to produce a common goal and achievement, nonetheless. So that's another document right there, family. This is one of the main weapons that I go out in the street with all the time. I take my pledge out and I pass that on. I take my 12 frequently unanswered questions as an African. I take those out and I pass it on. But here's the biggest thing of it all, family. This document right here. This is the biggest thing of it all, right here. Now, again, the reason why I'm doing this, family, is we got to start off on a brand new slate. We have the opportunity. Hell, every day is a brand new opportunity to start off on a new slate if you see it that way and if you choose to live it that way. But I figure there's significant January, all that good stuff, so we're going to do it this way. And not for nothing, I'm doing this because it's a lot of unnecessary shit that's taking place at the moment. No need to name names or circumstances. You know who you are, you know what it is. And if you don't, keep it that way because it's irrelevant as far as I'm concerned in your world. Keep striving, keep banging. But I will say this. Wipe the slate clean. Act like you know. Bang like you know. Enough said. Now we're going to cover this RBG Code of Conduct, and we're going to go point for point. I'm not going to skip out at all. We're going to go point for point because it's vital. Number 1, no snitching. The police, capitalism, the state, etc. are enemy to the people. To work with them is criminal. Ancestral treason, loose lips sink ships. Snitching is unforgivable. Number 2, no rape. To rape is a violation of a person's physical, mental, and psychological spirit. It is barbaric and un-African. To rape should be dealt with. Number 3, bang for freedom. Bang for your hoover. Warriors can only be initiated by an enemy. If you're going to go bang bang, quote unquote, then do it on the system, not on other Africans. That covers various formats and frequencies, if you will, not just the physical. Number 4, no exploitation. Don't exploit your people. You live in the hood, they live in the hood. Chances are they don't have anything more than you do. We have enough community leeches and pork chop preachers robbing the people. Don't be a part of them. Number 5, very important. So is number 4, but this is very important. Warrior code. Security first. Protect our women, children, and elders. Train, work, get out, and get your fighting skills up to par. Police your own community. We don't need pigs overseeing us. I'm going to say that one again. Number 5, warrior code. Security first. Protect women, children, and elders. Train, work, get out. Get your fighting skills up to par. Police your own community. We don't need pigs overseeing us. Number 6, no false flagging. The red, white, and blue ain't never did shit for you or us. Don't be a star-spangled slave. Get on the right team. Rally around the flag on some red, black, and green. As you can see, RBG. You understand? Number 7. Matter of fact, before I even go to number 7, let me stay on number 6 for a little bit. Pause. No false flagging also deals with this. You know how I always say, family, live right or get left, right? Now, what I mean by that is this. Don't set trip. I gotta speak the language of the people. I gotta speak, you know what I'm saying, the way y'all understand. Don't set trip. Don't say you bout it, but don't be bout it. Don't say you got your people's back, your family's back. You say you gonna ride with them and don't ride, or actually turn around and ride on them in return. Know what it is that you stand in. Matter of fact, I'm gonna take it a step further. Shout out to my brother Rocker, QCRBG. You know how we get it in when we chop it up, man. And these are his words as follows, and I quote, I stand for the flag, not for those who stand for it. I'm going to let that marinate on. I'm going to say that again. I stand for the flag, not for those who stand for it. Translation. We have integrity. We have foundational principle. We have a square to stand on, nonetheless. We have a mission to accomplish. This is our representation, and we're going to represent it right, not be caught up as far as being all starstruck over your favorite whoever who happens to be up under that banner. No, we represent the banner, period, point blank. Now we can go over to number 7. Discipline. Get your mind right, focus, and organize your life. Period, point blank. We ain't got to go no further with that. Number 8. Survival skills. The people come first. You are your brother's keeper. Capitalism teaches individualism, which is anti-African. You have to create programs out of for the best interest of the people, especially food, clothing, and shelter. Number 9. Political education. Each one, teach one. It is important for African people to have knowledge of self. We have to be able to articulate why we are in the conditions we are in, who put us in these conditions, and how we can get out of these conditions. And last but definitely not least, is number 10. Your word is your bond. Death before dishonor. Warriors can only as good as their words. Make your word bond. Period, point blank. What you say, you do. What you type, you do. If you don't, shut up. Simple. I just wanted to throw that out there at the top of the year, man, so people can focus, man, and come back to reality, man, center in. But in the meantime, between time, keep it locked, keep it G. R-A-N-M, RBG TV. It's your brother in Google, now you see R-A-N-M. Live by the code or walk on by. Black Power.